Welcome to CallumConnects, 5-minute entrepreneurial inspiration for your day. Our guest today on CallumConnects Micro-Podcast is Jere Mason. Jere is the Kickin lawyer, a trial lawyer practicing in Tennessee, and he's host of the Law Talk podcast.
One hurdle I've faced as an entrepreneur is how to compete in a highly saturated market with limited marketing dollars yourself. As an attorney, and really whether it's legal practice or you're selling sandwiches, to some degree it's almost a commodity. And if you're in a real competitive market with a lot of big names or people that have deeper pockets than you, it can be very intimidating to compete in that arena. Well, one thing that I learned was early on, I couldn't compete dollar for dollar with the big dogs, especially in the legal field. So I had to make myself unique. So I had to innovate, basically. So I developed a logo, the Kickin lawyer thing, and made it where I sort of made fun of myself and made myself really different. So instead of following like a lot of the lawyers were doing and trying to be overly professional and coming off as like the greatest of the great, I sort of made fun of myself as an attorney, and that ended up being all the difference. So we went from one office with really one attorney and developed into now a regional powerhouse to some degree, and a lot of it dealt with the fact that we innovated in our marketing, and since we couldn't compete dollar for dollar, we decided not to and made ourselves different. So I think the takeaway is don't try to compete and be like all these other people in your demographic or in your market that are, sort of the industry leaders. Be yourself, be different, be unique. You have to innovate. And innovation, I think, will lead to, its own form of success because you get to be authentic. You get to be who you really are, which is another, I guess, big takeaway is, be authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not. But that's one way in a market where you don't have the money dollar for dollar to compete against the big dogs that I do think you can still not only survive but thrive. And that's by innovating and being different and, blaze a trail. Don't try to be like the others. Be yourself.
If you enjoy learning from entrepreneurs, just do a search for CallumConnects in Google. I've done deep dive interviews with more than 1,500 entrepreneurs and business leaders so that you can learn from them.